The Rhondda by Will George. God laid his hand upon Wales. His fingers marked the path where ice and glacier carved, separate in mounds of earth, to form valleys rich and dark, drained by rivers of clear water, where fish and wildlife thrived. Beneath the soils, seams of black diamonds sat, waiting for the Welsh, a people stout and stalwart, best suited to sing and craft, to tunnel mountains and hills, to give their wealth to the Crachach, the land once pristine, now bruised, where coal dust tarnished hills and vales. The water's head the valleys shaped, from the Brecon Beacons to the north, many the streams and rivers formed. An abundance of rain freely fell. How blessed a nation by their God, a land so fertile, watered well, the souls of its children washed. For the Rhondda, doubly fed, tributaries of large and small, wound their way through the hills, nurturing communities and giving growth. Villages of repute, nested in nature's bosom, growth a gift granted by resolve, impressed upon a local pride. The valleys of South Wales formed from western seacoast move inland, many are known, each having a claim upon personage or significant event. The Lochor, Towie, Neath and Avon, with seaside towns to entertain, the Linvi, Ogmore and Thor, the Ely, the Taff, the Rhymney, the Sarawi, Ebu, the Usk and the Wye. They meld with the estuary of the Great Severn. At the eastern edge of the Black Mountains, a division and boundary marked, a border that separates land and tribe, segregates the Welsh from those of England. Rhondda Fawr on the west, the larger comb carved, the streams of Nant Llyn Fach and Nant Foch y Garan, east of Llyn Crags, south of Llyn Fawr Lake, Pen-yr-englyn and Nant Can Moesen, Nant Garreg Llued and Nant Melyn, Nant Gwrlich, downward flow, Pen-pich, the site of a small waterfall. Many the small tributaries to feed living waters. Rhondda Bach on the east branched out. Small streams converge at Lluest-wen reservoir, feeding the lower Castell North reservoir. Farms and villages created and settled by the ancient tribes of Silures, conquered and resettled. Communities in the Fawr, set at Blaen Rhondda, established at Tree Herbert, enclaved by Blaen Cwm, Pen-yr-englyn and Tynewydd, falls away to Cwm Clydach, followed by Treorchy, nested by Cwm Park and Lluest-wen, to Pentre and the leyland Ton Pentre, at the Vale of Ystrad and locale of Gelli, nursed near Clwyn-y-Pier, shopped at Tonapandi, a fulling mill. On the east, Treallow, on the west, Pen-y-graig, the villages of Williamstown, Dinas Rhondda, and Edmondstown lead south to the gateway of Fawr and Bach. Porth, the gateway to some of Valley's capital, districts of Cummer, Glynfach, Trebanog and Rhugan, the endpoint of the largest and smallest valley. Trehafod, the lower community, before the merger of Rhondda and Taff. In Pontypridd, surrounded by Pen-yr-englyn, Hopkins Town, Craigwen and Mysacoid, with Craig to the south of the confluence. North and to the east, Rhondda Bach, Mardy at the Crown, Ferndale and Blaenllechau below, Tylerstown and Penrhys, Pontigwaith and Stanleytown, Anishir and Wattstown, the conclusion. The mark of the coal mine still lies on the land, the quest for mineral wealth and fuel, the industry of earlier centuries. Broken bodies lie buried in the ground, miners who gave in body and soul. Families breached by poverty and starvation, sacrificed by the aristocracy. Coal gave a wage, often just enough, for meagre rations and liquid merriment. Bread and beer, the staples of many, ignored education and fulfillment, held the skills of the collier and his boy to carve and cut in pits so deep, tunneled below from light and warmth. Nature has taken its course. Reclamation has removed a blight of the scar of scree and coal tippings. The people have a chance to grow, to develop and enhance their souls. Many have forgotten the churches and chapels, failed to give God thanks and praise. A job is a job, even one that kills. Through the danger of rockfall or from the dust that is inhaled. In Rhondda, the singing is muted. The choir, once a witness and testament, aged and brittle, lacks renewal and growth. Where will the future take us? When will renewal come? Who will lead and develop? Where is the will to grow? How will change come to the individual? Can communities foster and nourish? Are we dependent on the stranger? What will the Rhondda do? We have beauty in the hillsides. We have voices, sweet and strong. We have skills to contribute. From where will our Saviour come? Will we ask or have to beg of those who have trust, money and control? Should God carve a new Rhondda in the souls marked by coal? Will George.